Sa atin pong napanood na video at sa ilalim sa akin, sa liham sa akin ni Mayor Matabalaw, pareho pong nanawagan ng tulong ang dalawang elected officials ng Cotabato City. Nais po natin na mabigyang linaw kung tunay ng may mistulang talamak na kapabayaan at pang-aapi ng kapulisan sa Cotabato City. At kung may mga taong nasa mataas na katungkulan ang kasangkot dito. Hindi po natin kayang ipasawalang bahala ang ganitong mga sumbong at hinaing ng ating mga halal na opisyal. Ang pundasyon ng ating buong kapulisan ay nakatungtong sa kanilang katapatan sa serbisyo sa bayan. We will always dream of an efficient and well-equipped police force with all the advanced crime-fighting weapons technologies can offer. But we will always need honest and principled police officers. Kaya kahit na there are some hesitations and doubts coming from other quarters na itong gagawin nating pagdinig ay magagamit sa political aggrandizement ng ibang quarters. Nagkamali po kayo dyan. Hindi po yan mangyayari because as the chairman of this committee, I will make sure that this committee cannot be utilized for anybody's political agenda. Kaya natin ito ginagawa dahil nga involved ang kapulisan as your chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs ay talagang problema natin yan kung pabayaan natin ang kapulisan kung may totoo man yung aligasyon na may ginagawang mga milagro sa pagkandak na investigation. If there's anybody who stands to benefit from this Senate inquiry in aid of legislation, it is not going to be the camp of Mayor Bruce Matabalaw, neither the camp of Barangay Captain Bimbo Ayunan Pasaviran, but it is going to be the people of Cotabato City or the Cotabateños. Once the truth is established and the proper corrective measures can be instituted moving forward. So, ang pakiusap ko lang dito sa lahat ng ating mga resource person is please cooperate by telling the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us sa Allah. Yun lang pakiusap ko sa ating mga resource person dito. Magsabi kayo ng totoo. So with that, Kumsek, can you administer the oath? Thank you.
May we request all the participants to stand up and raise their right hand. We would also want to include the others at the back. Baka matawag po kayo at magano, so that there will only be one oath na lang po sa lahat. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation? Thank you very much. Please take your seat.
Thank you, Kumsek. We will start our hearing by listening to the opening statements of first General Nobleza, the RD of Probar. This pertains to the investigation. Then followed by Mayor Bruce Matabalaw. Then followed by Barangay Captain Bimbo Ayunan Pasaviran. Opening statements lang. If you want to deliver opening statement, kung wala naman, okay lang. Then, followed by Comelec. Sinong sa inyo sa Comelec magsalita? Ikaw doon sa local? Ikaw mang RD doon? RD, ikaw dito, executive director ka dito? So, whatever, kung sino sa inyo magsalita. And other resource persons na pwede natin tawagin. So, DILG also. We will listen to DILG. Kasi very crucial lang DILG dito dahil, alam mo na, involved dito yung local government ng Cotabato City At the same time, yung Philippine National Police, which are both under your jurisdiction, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, first, we would like to hear from the RD.
Sir,
Yes.
to our Honorable Chairman, Senator Ronald De La Rosa, sir. Sir, I have here a briefing that involves the general overview or the facts of the case involving the shooting incidents happened last October 23. This is a prepared PowerPoint presentation, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I will be presenting the general overview and facts of the case relative to the shooting
Recording in
incidents
progress.
in Cotabato City on 23 October 2023 that resulted in the killing of 3, wounding of 3, and arrest of 12 individuals. Sir, the technical aspect of investigation as well as the forensic examination result will be further discussed in detail by our forensic experts and other resource person present in this committee hearing. Next, please. Briefly, I will be presenting the crime environment, sir, of Cotabato City. Next. Next, please. Comparing the crime data in 2023 to 2022. Next. Next, please. On index crimes, sir. Index crimes, this involves the 8 focus crimes of the Philippine National Police. Ito po yung murder, homicide, physical injuries, rape, theft, carnapping of motor vehicle, and carnapping of motorcycle. For the year 2022, the total index crimes happened in Cotabato City is registered to 106 as compared to the index crimes occurred in 2023, which is lower. It's lower to 99 only. On index crimes, Cotabato City has 302 non-index crimes as compared to 279 in 2023. Ibig sabihin, sir, nito bumaba po yung crimes ng 8 focus crimes sa Cotabato City in 2023 as compared in 2022.
Siguro ka, buong Cotabato City yan, 99 lang, index crimes.
Yes,
For
sir.
the whole year?
For the whole year, sir. January 1 to December 31, sir.
Baka hindi nagpa-record yung iba.
But, sir, this is based on CIRAS,
SIRAS,
Crime Incidents Reporting and Analysis System.
crime incident, ha?
Crime Incident Reporting and Analysis
Analysis.
System. CIRAS-based.
Lahat na nagpa-blatter, covered dyan.
Yes, sir.
Sige, please continue.
Next, please. Next, please. On crime incidents, for the period covered January 1 to February 15, 2024, sir, has the lowest number or crime incidents happened in 2024 as compared to 16, with 43.75% lower or 7 incidents as compared in 2023. Next. Next. These are the 8 focus crimes, sir. Notably, the murder cases decreased by 66.67% in 2023 or 2024 rather as compared to 2023 for the same period. Also for the homicide.
Same period, you mean January to February?
Yes, sir. Of 2023.
Oh, pero anong pangay tayo ngayon? January,
February, sir.
February.
February 20, ano ba ngayon? 21,
so
sir.
may 1 week ka pa. Baka
Yes, sir.
hahabol yan after 1 week.
Yes, sir.
Sige, sige.
Also on homicide case, sir, the incident happened this year, decreased by 100% with 0 and physical injury with 1 for the same period. And also rape, sir, 0, and we have also theft is the same cases.
Sorry. Mala. January 1 to February 15. January 1 to February 15. So, okay
Yes,
na
sir.
yun. Settled na yun. Bumaba talaga.
Bumaba, sir.
Hindi na makahabol yan dahil
Yes, sir.
15 pala yung cut-off mo eh.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Next, please. Next. I am presenting, sir, the validated election-related incidents happened during the BSKA election last year. Next. During the election period, covering August 28, 2023 to November 30, 2023, from the 56 validated election-related incidents happened in the whole Bangsamoro region, only one case was registered in Cotabato City, and that was the shooting incident happened last October 23 in Barangay Rosary Heights 12, Cotabato City. Yes, sir. Only one validated, sir. So if you are going to look at the data, sir, the highest number of validated ERIs happened in Lanao del Sur. Mas marami po, sir, dito with 31. And other provinces, meron po, sir, tayo dito, Maguindanao del Norte, 10.
So, meaning kung hindi nangyari yung barila noong October 23, walang problema
Zero,
ba
sir.
ito? Zero talaga?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because, sir, we are using our own parameters in validating election-related incidents. So, na-approve, sir, ng ating validation committee that only one incident happened in Cotabato City for the whole election period. Next. Let me brief, sir, on the case update and the overview on the shooting incident happened last October 23.
Before you continue, I would like to
Yes, sir.
acknowledge the presence of Senator J.B. Ejercito, a member of this
Yes, sir.
committee also. Thank you, Your Honor.
Next. I am presenting, sir, the general overview
Vice Chairman pala, sorry, Vice Chairman of
Yes,
this
sir.
committee.
on the shooting incident, sir, happened last October 23 in Cotabato City, particularly at the Rosary Heights 12, Barangay Rosary Heights 12. Next, please. On October 23, 2023 at about 9:30 p.m., a shooting incident happened in Barangay Rosary Heights 12, Cotabato City. Accordingly, during the investigation, sir, the victims went to the said place of incident to post campaign materials in connection with the BSK 2023. And accordingly, sir, the victims were fired upon by the suspects. Responding policemen from Cotabato City were able to arrest the 12 suspects and confiscated pieces of evidence. Please click victims. Paki-click, yeah. These are the names, sir, of the victims or of the shooting incident. Three were killed. As shown, one was a candidate for Barangay Kagawad of Rosary Heights 12 in the person of Mr. Butukan, and also candidate for Barangay Kagawad of Barangay Kalanganan 2 in Cotabato City, Mr. Alfar Ayunan Pasawiran. And three were wounded, sir, during that shooting incident, as shown.
Yung tatlong wounded dyan, kasama talaga yan sa grupo nung namatay o kwan lang yan sila, yung nadamay lang yan doon sa putukan, tinamaan?
Kasama, sir, doon sa
Kasama
grupo
talaga?
na pumunta, sir.
Buong
Kasama.
grupo yan sila, yung
Yes, sir.
tatlong buhay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next, please. Next. Paki-click yung 12 suspects. These are the names of the 12 suspects wherein the police was able to file murder cases and multiple frustrated murder cases, and also violation of or illegal possession of firearms, as well as violation of the COMELEC Resolution 10198 or the COMELEC gun ban. All these 12 suspects, sir, were subjected to paraffin test. Please click paraffin test. And according to the results, sir, of the paraffin test, all the arrested suspects yielded negative results, sir, on the paraffin test conducted.
So, yan nga ang nireklamo nung barangay kapitan. Bakit
Yes,
daw
sir.
negative?
Sir, this will explain further, sir, by our forensic expert from the provincial forensic.
Isang bisis lang yung kinunan.
Yes, sir.
O hindi totoo yung sabi na positive sa umaga, negative sa hapon.
No, sir.
Hindi.
Only one was one, sir.
One-
Taken only one scenario.
Parapin test lang.
One setting. Yes, sir.
So negative talaga.
Yes, sir. Negative. Based on the result of the examination survey or forensic expert.
Thank you.
Next. Back. And also, sir, the confiscation of pieces of evidence. Please click. When the policemen, sir, responded to the crime scene, they were able to assist caliber 45 pistol with the serial number as shown. Pakiclick yung 45 pistol.
So doon na-aresto itong 12, doon sa crime scene mismo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi nag-alisan.
No, sir.
Doon lang.
Doon,
Kasi
sir,
mga
sa-
bahay nila yun
Yes,
doon.
sir. Mga may compound yun, sir.
Compound.
At maraming bahay, sir.
So pinuntahan nyo, inaresto ninyo
Yes, sir.
based on the testimonies ng buhay na mga biktima or sinong mga witness nyo?
Yes, sir. We have witnesses, sir. Of course, sir, yung mga witnesses po dito, sir, yung mga buhay ng mga victims.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Back. Accordingly, sir, during the verification with our RCSU, yung Regional Civil Security Unit, this caliber 45 pistol did not register in the database of the PNP as a registered firearm.
Loose firearms.
Yes, sir. This is considered as
Lahat yan.
Not, sir, because this caliber 9mm pistol is issued to our policeman, Master Sergeant Pamalapat, sir.
Anong naimim yan? Yung
9mm Beretta pistol, sir.
sa kanya yon.
Sa kanya, sir, yun. Issued firearm when this was verified, sir, in our record.
Tapos yung long, kanino yung long?
Yes, sir. These long firearms belong to, is and registered. He has the ALTAP and firearms registration, sir, under Salman Sambutuan, sir.
Salman,
Salman Sambutuan. Sambutuan.
may LTAP ha?
Yes, sir, with LTAP and firearms registration.
Nasaan yung Salman? Kasama yun sa 12?
He was not included, sir, during the arrest. He was not arrested, and he was not part of the 12 persons that were arrested during the time.
But you have filed cases against him?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So paano yan ngayon? Baril niya involved sa krimen.
But during, sir, the ballistic examination conducted by the forensic unit, all these three firearms did not match on the fired cartridge cases that were collected by our forensic unit, sir.
5 lang na cartridge cases ang napulot mo?
More than sir, more than fired cartridge cases. But what I'm telling, sir, lahat po, sir, itong tatlong baril na ito, nung nagkaroon, sir, ng cross-matching in ballistic examination, hindi po, sir, nag-match itong mga baril na ito doon sa mga fired cartridge cases na na-recover doon sa scene.
So wala talaga.
Hindi, sir, yes, sir.
So ibang baril ang ginamit sa pamamaril.
Possibly, sir. Yes, sir.
Hindi nagamit yung mga baril na yan doon.
Yes, sir. Pakiclick yung ballistic
How
examination.
about yung mga bullet heads na na-recover sa katawan ng mga bangkay o kaya doon sa crime scene, may na-recover kayo?
Sir, we have 5 bullets recovered, and that will be explained, sir, by our forensic unit.
Sige nga. Ano?
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
With the fired bullets, sir, 1 caliber 45, fired from 1 firearm, and caliber 40. 1, 2.
So what happened to the cross-matching?
It did not match, sir.
Doon sa mga firearms na yun?
Yes, Your Honor. And 9mm, 2, fired from 1 firearm.
Fired from one firearm?
Yes, Your Honor.
What firearm?
9mm, Your Honor.
Yung issue sa police?
No, Your Honor.
Kaninong nanimim yan?
Hindi namin ma-determine, Your Honor, kasi hindi siya nag-match doon sa sinubmit and doon sa nakuha doon sa crime scene.
So paano mo na cross-match? Hindi ko maintindihan. fired from 9mm, nag-positive siya na nag-cross match?
No, Your Honor.
Ah, hindi.
That was the recovered 9mm fired bullet. And
Fired
doon
bullet
sa-
na recover?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tapos,
And doon sa baril ng sir, hindi siya nag-match.
hindi nag-match?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa 9mm na recover sa
Yes,
crime scene?
yes, Your Honor.
Na baril?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Please continue.
Please, back. Pakibalik. Next. Next. Next, please. Next slide. As a result, sir, of the investigation, the Cotabato City Police Office was able to file 3 counts of murder cases and 2 counts of frustrated murder before the City Prosecutor Office of Cotabato City, docketed as shown. And that was on last October 2026, sir. The cases were inquested before the City Prosecutor's Office. Next. Next, please. And also, sir, violation of Republic Act 10591 or illegal possession of firearm, as well as Resolution 10918 o yung Comelec gun ban, were filed before the prosecutor's office in Cotabato City against Boots Saban Tapay, sir. Docketed as shown. But however, sir, the case filed against Boots Tipay for Comelec gun ban violation, sir, was dismissed by the prosecution. Accordingly, because he was arrested inside a house and not in a public place. But sir, yung kanyang illegal possession of firearm was pushed through. Next. Next. And on November 16, the arraignment, sir, was held at the sala of the presiding judge, Kasan Abdul Rahman, by the branch 14 of the Regional Trial Court. But it was done, sir, via Zoom, because there was a commotion happened during its original scheduled date last October 13. Kaya via Zoom na lang, sir. Next. Next, please. And on December 22, 2023, sir, the accused Bansuan, Mamalapat, Boyong, and Master Sergeant Tamalapat posted the necessary bail, sir, for 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of frustrated murder. And subsequently, the Police Station 1 of Cotabato City, they were released temporarily based on the court order issued by the Regional Trial Court after posting the necessary bail bond. Next. 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 And also, sir, on January 2, 2024, accused Kamad, Pagital, Alay, Ginat, Garcia, Mamalangkat, Bansuan, and Boots Tipay, they posted their bail for the 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of frustrated murder, and subsequently, they were released also by the Cotabato City Police Office.
So lahat na ng 12 released on bail?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Continue.
Next. Next, please.
Hindi kayo nagtanong sa judge na, Sir, murder yung pinahal namin, tapos bakit nakapag-bail ito?
Yes, sir. That was also the
Ayun yung tinanong.
question, sir, of the PNP.
Anyway, alam naman ng judge yan eh. If there is insufficiency of evidence,
Yes, sir.
kahit na-inquest sila for murder, pag na-determine ng judge na may insufficiency of evidence, pwede niyang i-grant ang pag-post ng bail.
Yes, sir.
Diba? Discretion na yan ng judge.
Yes, sir.
Pero the basic tanong kaagad ng ordinaryong tao, murder, bakit nakapag-bail? Diba? Ayan ang
Yes, sir.
basic. Pero hindi alam ng ordinaryong tao na due to insufficiency of evidence,
That was, the bill was
Kaya-
granted, sir.
the bail was granted.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Sir, on January 12, sir, this year, we filed an admin case against Master Sergeant Mamalapat. That was January 12, sir. And the case now, sir, is pending for summary hearing at the Regional Intelligence Investigation Affairs Service of BAR.
Again, kapag administrative case, dapat mabilis kayong kumilos, ha?
Yes, sir.
Huwag na kayo maghintay sa korte kung anong maging decision ng korte. Dahil ang criminal case, matagal yan. Dapat tayo, very swift tayo mag-dispose ng administrative case natin. Ilang months na yung kaso ni Mamalapat?
That happened, sir, last October 23.
October, November, December, January,
December.
February. So huwag naman yung so paabutin ng isang taon yan. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Pag admin case, mabilis tayo dapat.
But
Para,
in this particular case, sir, under Section 39, sir, of Republic Act 8551, ito, sir, yung mga cases, because this is a grave in nature, supposed to be, sir, ito yung dapat motu proprio investigation that will be conducted by the RIA.
precisely.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Huwag kayong magpakita ng hesitation dyan pagdating
Yes,
sa
sir.
kaso ng mga tao natin. Tingin ninyo na talagang dapat i-dismiss.
Yes, sir.
Kung kailangan na hindi i-dismiss dahil hindi siya guilty, then i-absolve nyo kaagad kung hindi siya guilty. Ang importante, sweep yung administration of justice natin sa PNP, huwag patagal-tagalin.
Opo, sir.
Di ba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ano lang yun? Kung guilty, guilty. Pag not guilty, not guilty. Basta you stand by your decision. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
At mabilis.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next slide, please. Next slide. Now, sir, Master Sergeant Pamalapat is now under or placed under restrictive custody with the regional headquarters, sir, of ProBar, under the Regional Personnel and Holding Accounting Unit, and he is placed under custody inside the headquarters, sir, at meron siyang custodian, yung aming R1, Police Colonel Leo Ahero.
Hintayin mo lang sign into law yung bagong bill natin, PNP Reform on the Organization Bill.
Yes, sir.
The RD, the CD can have the power to detain right away any erring subordinate.
Yes,
Hindi
sir.
na tayo
That's
maghintay,
very good.
hindi na tayo makakasuhan ng arbitrary detention ng sarili nating tauhan dahil nandun sa batas na ginawa natin.
Yes,
Kulong nyo kagad yung tao nyo na may ginagawang kalokohan.
Yes, sir.
Yan ang laman ng ating bill ngayon. So lahat, station commander, kaya nyo ikulong ang tao nyo pag may ginawang offense.
Yes,
Ganun
sir.
yun. Before you continue, Mamalapat, bakit andun ka? Bakit na-involve ka doon sa barilan na yun?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Doon po ako, sir, nakatira sa RH12.
Doon ka nakatira?
Opo, sir.
Doon yung bahay mo?
Doon ang bahay ko, sir.
So mga relative mo yung mga nahuli?
Hindi rin, sir, pero magkakapit-bahay kami, sir.
Kapit-bahay nyo?
Opo, opo.
So sumali ka doon sa barilan doon?
Hindi po, sir. Ang nangyari, sir, nung makita ng asawa ko yung commotion doon sa tapat ng bahay ni Kagawad Boyong, sinabihan ako ng asawa ko na sabi niya, puntahan mo yung anak mo doon kay sunduin mo kay nandun sa kay Boyong.
Anak mo?
Anak ko, nag-meeting sila sa kila Boyong. So ngayon, pagpasok ko doon, agad kong sunduin. Pagka hawak ko sa kamay niya, maya-maya, may dumating na mga kalalakihan doon sa gate ni Boyong. Tapos, sa pagpasok ng mga tao, sir, sabi ni, nag-order si Kagawad Boyong, sabi ni, sarado ang gate. So, hindi na ako nakalabas, sir. So, maya-maya, may pumutok sa labas. Nung may pumutok sa labas, lahat ng mga tao doon sa loob ng mga anak ni Boyong, ng mga babae, lalaki at saka yung mga pamangkin niya, lumabas. Tapos namatay yung ilaw. Pagkabatay ng ilaw, kinuko yung mga bata doon kay yun ang ginawan ko ng parang para malipat kami doon sa kabilang compound. So pinaisa-isa ko sila doon na ipalipat doon sa kabilang compound doon sa Sambutuan compound.
Pero sumama ka sa putukan? Hindi.
Hindi po, sir, kaya yun ang inasikaso ko. Kaya sa labas yung putukan, sir.
Negative siya sa parapentes?
Negative, sir.
Negative. Yung baril niya, negative din.
Nag-negative din, sir, sa concert during the ballistic examination. Cross-matching with yung mga
Yes,
nakuha
sir, you want to say something?
Mr. Chair, if I may butt in, Sergeant Manalapat,
Sir,
so pumunta ka doon sa bahay nung nandun kayo sa compound ni Boyong, no? Tama?
Opo,
Sabi mo,
opo.
dahil susundin mo yung anak mo.
Susundin ko yung anak ko.
So nagkaroon ng commotion, nagkaroon ng putukan, sabi mo sa labas. Ano pong ginawa mo? Hindi ka na, parang nahirapan ako maniwala, Mr. Chair, na bilang lagad ng batas, bilang polis, na hindi ka sumali, no? Dahil, anong ginawa mo? Hindi ka pumutok? Talaga?
Wala
Totoo yan?
po, sir. Wala po, sir.
Anong nangyari? Nagkakaputukan, polis ka.
Actually, sir,
Anong-
yung patukan sa labas po ng bahay ni Boyong. Tapos kami, sir, nandun kami sa loob. Ginasarado yung gate. So, mahirap maglabas doon, sir, kay doon sa labas ang patukan.
Oh,
Na-
pero pulis ka, di ba? Oh, kita mo may putukan, may mga baril, dapat you exercise your duty. Bilang
Sir,
police officer, peace
ang-
officer ka.
Sir, ang ginawa ko, sir, ang ninasikaso ko yung mga bata doon sa loob na nag-iyakan, sir.
Okay.
Doon sa loob na mga pamangkin ni, mga anak ni Boyong, sir. Yun ang ninasikaso ko, sir.
Okay, thank you. Please continue.
Moving on, sir, the case against Mamalapat, sir, is now under summary hearing procedure by the Regional Investigation Affairs Service of PROBAR. That ends my briefing, sir. Thank you, sir, and mabuhay po tayo.
Thank you. Ikaw, okay ka na? Kasama ka na doon sa sinasabi ni RD? Would like to give the floor to Mayor Bruce Matabalaw. You have the floor, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and Honorable Senator J.V. Ejercito, and the other members of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs and Peace and Order and Public Safety for the opportunity. Gaya ng nabanggit kanina ng ating kagalang-galang na chairman, pareho kami ng panawagan ni Kap Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran ng katotohanan at hustisya para sa nangyari kaugnay noong October 23, 2023. Dahil na isalaysay na rin ni Regional Director Noblesa, may I go direct, Mr. Chair, to my concluding statements?
Please,
if I may.
go ahead, Mayor.
Mr. Chair, I humbly submit that there is a need to determine the veracity of the claims of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran that the PNP Cotabato City attempted to let Juhalidin Ladesla Abdul escape from the crime scene on October 23, 2023. Assuming that such accusation is true, then we could not expect PNP Cotabato to fairly implement our criminal laws. I also humbly submit, Mr. Chair, that there is a need to determine whether or not the paraffin test results of the 12 suspects in the shooting incident on October 23 were manipulated and fabricated. If indeed these tests could be fabricated and that there was in fact a fabrication of such tests, then these put in question the reliability of the hundreds, if not thousands of test results that were made the basis of decisions of the courts not only in Cotabato City but all over the country. I likewise humbly insist that there is a need to determine the veracity of the report that a certain Raisul Lidasan Musa was wounded in the incident and that he is allegedly a personnel of PROBAR. His presence in the crime scene raises a lot of questions, particularly on his possible involvement in the incident. More so, his sudden disappearance from the crime scene and the non-inclusion of his name in the list of the wounded. It is humbly argued that there is a need to determine the possible involvement of the police authorities who purportedly responded to the request of Idris Ayunan Pasawiran for police assistance and the police escorts who were with Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran and who were in the area of the incident before the shooting. The spot reports made no mention about the actions taken by these policemen before, during, and after the incident. There might also be a need to conduct forensic ballistic examinations of the firearms of these policemen to determine their involvement in the shooting or shootout. It is also humbly argued, Mr. Chair, that there is a need to look into the claims of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran that he has contacts in all levels of the PNP from whom he obtained information regarding the purported search warrants against him and his brothers. Assuming such claims are true, then it only shows that there is a serious breach in confidentiality within the PNP Cotabato City, which must be addressed. Otherwise, criminals will be forewarned of the service of such warrants. It might be worth considering that limiting the duly sanctioned election activities in the daytime could reduce election-related violence, especially in areas with a bad history of violence. By doing so, persons with criminal intent could not take advantage of the dark to work their crimes. It might also be sensible, Mr. Chair, to look into the statement of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran regarding being escorted by armed escorts during the election campaign period. As far as I can remember, during the election period, no person is allowed to bear or carry firearms in public places unless authorized in writing by the Commission on Elections. Personally, I am hopeful that the accusations of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran against the PNP Cotabato City are not true. But considering their implications to the safety, security, peace and order of the city, I am constrained to raise the matter to the Honorable Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, a forum that would not be suspected of bias and prejudice. I believe that by bringing the matter to this Honorable Committee, the PNP Cotabato City will be given a chance to exonerate itself of any wrongdoing and regain the trust and confidence of the Cotabateños, or at the very least, cleanse its ranks of unworthy personnel. It is also disturbing, Mr. Chair, to know that there was an allegation coming from Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran that there is a planned buy-bust operations against them. Kung totoo man ito, saan po nanggagaling yung takot na magkakaroon ng buy-bust at kung kanino nanggagaling yung information? The main purpose of the requested investigation, Mr. Chair, is to shed light on the aforesaid matters. It may also provide useful information in the implementation or re-examination of existing laws and or formulation of new laws relating to the performance of law enforcement agencies, particularly the PNP, of their duties and functions. Muli, maraming pong salamat sa ngalan ng mga peace-loving Cotabateño sa pagkakataon na binigay ninyo sa amin.
Thank you, Mayor Bruce Matabalaw. From here, we would like to hear Barangay Captain Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran. You have the floor, sir.